Hello, everyone. As some of you guys might know, the Wax team just recently released an article about taking control and ownership of your MyCloudWallet. I personally have not gotten a chance to dive into this at all yet, or even read the article really, because I've been extremely busy. But today I'm going to go through the process of actually taking control of my own cloud wallet, and hopefully that will help you guys learn how you can do the same thing. So first of all, why would you even want to do this? What's the difference? Basically, MyCloudWallet offers you a very convenient option to sign transactions without having to manage your own keys and stuff. You don't need to download any software. You could just log in on the web, sign transactions easily. You could sign up with a Gmail account or a Discord account or anything like that. So it's very convenient, but it comes at the cost of not having full control and ownership of your own account, which also limits you on what you can do with that account. So for example, you can't deploy a smart contract to your MyCloudWallet account. You can't add any special permissions to your MyCloudWallet account because you don't have permission to do so. The Wax team basically has permission to do stuff like that. And that's been a problem for a while because some people, they might have created a collection, an NFT collection, using a MyCloudWallet account. And then later on in the future, they might have wanted to create some smart contract related to that collection, but they couldn't do so because their MyCloudWallet account wouldn't let them. Well, now you can actually do all that stuff. You can take full control of the account. You can deploy smart contracts to it. You can add custom permissions to it. So I'm going to walk you guys through how to do that now. So if you go to MyCloudWallet, you'll notice that on the left-hand side, there's a settings tab. And if you click on that, there's another little panel here, and there's a tab called account claiming. And you'll notice there are two different types here, soft claim and hard claim. So what is the difference between the two? Soft claim says assume full control of your CloudWallet keys while giving CloudWallet permission to continue to provide the full benefits of transaction signing, get the best of two worlds. You'll be able to set up your own keys that you control via other wallets like Anchor, but you will also still keep MyCloudWallet able to do all this convenient stuff for you. So what does that mean? Let me go to WaxBlock real quick. I'm on WaxBlock right now, and if I look up my WaxCloudWallet account, or MyCloudWallet account, and if I scroll down to keys, and remember, I have not taken control of my account yet, so this is what your account would look like if you have not done that yet. You'll see the owner key is just manage.wax@active. That means Wax completely owns your account. You don't own it at all. You don't even have access to the owner key. And the active key, this is the one that you would use for signing token transfers and NFT transfers and all that stuff. This is what you use for everything that you do. You'll notice that there's two keys on here. One is manage.wax@cosign, and the other is some other key, which also is not your key. So basically, you have no access to anything, but if you log into their front end that they've built, their website, the mycloudwallet.com, you can sign transactions and then they'll basically do everything on your behalf. You're telling them what you want to do and then they're really doing it. You're not the one with the keys. So if you did this soft claim option, what's going to happen here is you can add your own key to the owner and you can add your own key to the active. So you would actually have ownership of the account and you would have access on the actual active key, which means you'd also be able to use the account in other places outside of MyCloudWallet, like Anchor wallet or some other wallet, or if you had like some kind of script that you were running, you could use the key in there. So that's what the soft claim would do, but it would also leave this manage.wax on here. So you would have ownership, you'd have control, but at the same time, the Wax team can still provide you with their front end. You could still log into MyCloudWallet, sign stuff, because they still have access to your account as well. So you get convenience and you get the ability to use the account elsewhere, but you're still not really secure. They still have control. You're still vulnerable to, God forbid, something happen with their servers or something. So there's still some risk there, but you get the convenience. And then the hard claim option, assume full control of your CloudWallet keys and fully remove the CloudWallet permissions. So basically what I just went through, you would add your key to active, you would add your key to owner, but in this case, if you did the hard claim, manage.wax would completely disappear. You're the only one with access to your account at that point, and you lose the ability to log into mycloudwallet.com and sign stuff. because they can't do it for you anymore. They don't have access to your account. So if you want the convenience, use a soft claim. If you want full security, full ownership, WaxCloudWallet can't do anything, then do the hard claim. And for those of you wondering, by the way, both of these options would allow you to upload a smart contract to your account. It doesn't really matter. So if that's all you wanted to do, soft or hard would both work. I'm going to start off with the soft claim just because I can do the hard claim after anyway, I think. So I'd like you guys to just see how the process works for both of these things. So first I'll do the soft claim. If I click it, it's going to ask me, input your owner and active key. There's a field for owner and a field for active, and you want to make sure this stuff is correct. You're going to be putting your public keys here, by the way, not your private keys. So where do you get an owner and an active key? Well, that depends if you have existing accounts or if you want to just use a brand new one. For the sake of the video, I'll just show you how to create a new one, I guess. So I have Anchor Wallet on my computer, so I'm going to open it up real quick. If I go to Anchor Wallet and I go to Tools, and then I click Manage Keys under Security here, you will see right under Key Management here, there's a button called Generate Key Pairs. And if you click on that, it's going to ask you to click a button again, Generate Key Pair. And so what I've just done is gotten two brand new sets of public and private keys. I guess the reason they're probably giving you two here is because even though you can use the same one for owner and active, it's best to use them separately. You should have one key as the owner key and then another key as the active key. You never want anybody to see this private key, obviously, because if they do, they have access to your account. So keep this safe. Make sure you store it somewhere, back it up, store it on 17 different USB sticks, and don't ever let anybody see them. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to use these keys, so I'll just show it. I don't really care. Basically, what I would do is copy and paste both of these into some notepad file, write them down, whatever. Okay, I have saved my keys in a notepad file. I've backed them up in 75 different places, so I know I'll never lose them. Nobody's seen them. And now I can X out of this. I don't need it anymore. Make sure you don't X out unless you have your keys saved, because you'll never see them again. They're gone. All right, so I'm going to click OK, X out. And then here's my keys in my notepad file here. I have the owner key and the active key separate. So now I'm going to go to the soft claim. Inside the owner key, I'm going to paste the public owner key. And inside the active field, I'm going to paste the public active key. I'll click the button that says I verify and click sign, except I'm not going to actually do it with these keys because then you guys could take everything out of my wallet because you see my private keys right here. That's what you would do. I'm going to use a different key real quick, so hold on a second. Okay, I've replaced the keys with the real ones that I'm going to use now. And I'm going to click Sign Transaction, click Approve. Soft claim is now in progress. I don't know if I'm supposed to be waiting for something or if it's done already, so let me go take a look at my account on WaxBlock again. And if we, the transactions have gone through here. And if we take a look at my keys, so look, now on my account, there's a new key under the owner one here. This is my key, my public key. And then there's also another key under the active key, which is the same one that I used right here. I used the same one for active and owner. You shouldn't do that. That's stupid. I did it for this video. For those of you wondering, by the way, like the +1, and +2 here, this is the weight of your key. Most of you guys probably don't really care what that means, but for the more technical people, when you sign something, the WaxCloudWallet is going to use both of these keys, +1 and +1. Together, they equal a weight of 2, and that is the threshold that is required for a transaction to go through on your account. So if you only had, for example, 1, it wouldn't work. 2 keys have to sign it. Your key now, it has a weight of 2, so it meets the threshold on its own. You don't need anybody to co-sign with you. So when you use your own key, like outside of WaxCloudWallet somewhere, you have enough weight on your key to meet the threshold. So that's the soft claim. So you see that Wax obviously still has access to the account. If I go back to WaxBlock, let's say I refresh the page here, I'm still here. I can still log in. I can still do stuff, right? Because Wax still has access to my account. They can still provide this interface to me, send transfers on my behalf and stuff like that. But if I want to get rid of that completely, I can do the hard claim. So I'll go to the settings tab, go to account claiming again, and now I'll click on hard claim. And it's the exact same process. The only difference is here, when you submit the transaction, it's basically going to be removing Wax's key from the account. So I'll paste those same keys in again, verify that the provided inputs are accurate. And once again, make sure these are the public keys that you're pasting here. Don't paste your private keys, use the public ones. And if I click sign transaction, man, two-factor is annoying sometimes. Now if I refresh on WaxBlock, look at that. There's only one key on owner and one key on active. These are my keys right here. Wax team no longer has access to my account at all. I could do whatever I want, but they can't do anything to help me out on their user interface, so I cannot log into WaxCloudWallet, MyCloudWallet anymore and do anything. If I refresh the page here, it looks like they still let me log in, I guess. And actually, there might be a reason for that, because I believe that there was something that I saw in this article. Feature 3, link account. Restore full control and maximum flexibility and convenience. So pretty much, I believe what this does is if you do what I just did and you took full control of your account, you can actually give them access back to it again to allow them to provide you with the MyCloudWallet interface. So you can log in and sign transactions through MyCloudWallet. But I don't see that in the wallet, so let me take a look. Okay, I didn't see it before because my face was covering it, but on the top left-hand side of the screen here, there's actually a button that says Link Blockchain Account. So now that I have full ownership of my account and Wax doesn't, I can actually give them access back to the account so that they can provide me with this cloud wallet interface again, and I could sign transactions through here. And I would do that by clicking the Link Blockchain Account button. So I'm going to click that. Step 1 is to connect the wallet, and it'll tell you here that you're restricted to exclusively linking your prior linked account, which for me is j2hr4.wem. Basically, like, they're not just going to let you create random accounts through Anchor, you know, like Mike D Crypto 5 or something. That's my other account. They're not going to let you just take that and just connect it right to the Wax Cloud wallet, because you're only allowed to use this if it's an actual Wax Cloud wallet, basically. Not to go off on a tangent too much here, but I did hear some murmurs about them possibly allowing any wallet to be imported, even a random wallet, not just a Wax Cloud wallet, but that's not going to be available until I believe 2024. But yeah, anyway, got to connect your wallet first, so I'm going to connect Anchor. I have already imported my wallet into Anchor. If you guys don't know how to do that, I'll show you in a second. I should have done that previously. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, you need to have your owner key in here because you're giving them access to your owner key. So you have to sign with the owner. Active is not going to be sufficient for this. So I'm going to sign this transaction on my ledger. It is now asking me to sign another transaction. Okay, the first one was just connecting. This one is the actual transaction where it's going to add their keys to the account. All right, there was a little modal that popped up that told me I successfully linked my wallet. I didn't get a chance to show it to you because the page automatically refreshed. But now if I go back to, well, I don't need to go back to anywhere. Let's say if I just want to transfer a token now. If I click send here, and I want to send, I don't know, 1 wax to Mike D Crypto 5. Click send. It's done. I was able to do that because Wax has access to my account again. I just gave it back to them. So what I did was basically migrate back to a soft claim by doing that. If I go back to WaxBlock, look at my account, what I should see is my own keys, but also Wax's keys, and that's exactly what I see. So by linking back, what you're doing is migrating back from a hard claim to a soft claim. I went from having full ownership and Wax not having any ownership to now I have ownership still, but Wax also does. So now I'm back in the world of, like, I could use this key anywhere I want, but also I can use the MyCloud wallet. So you're able to do soft claim, you're able to do hard claim, and even if you do the hard claim, there's a third option of going back to a soft claim and relinking your account. Okay, before we wrap up, actually, the two things that I forgot. I told you I would show you how to import your account into Anchor if you haven't done that. So after you claim your account and you attach your WAM wallet to a new active and owner key, you need to import that into Anchor before Anchor can actually use it to sign transactions and stuff. So what you can do is just at the top here, where your account name is, click Manage Wallets, click Import Accounts, and this really depends like where your key is. I don't know if you generated a new key pair the way that I showed in the video, or maybe you have your key on a ledger like I do. For me, I have it on a ledger, so I'd click Import an existing account, and then I would click Load from Ledger. If you generated a new one, then you would click Import Private Key, because you have to import it into Anchor first. And then after, if you type your private key in here, you would see a list that comes up right beneath it, and then you could just click Import Accounts. So that really depends on where you have your keys stored. And the other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that in order for you to sign that transaction to give permission back to WaxCloudWallet, if you plan on doing that, if you ever want to go from having full control back to having the soft claim where you can log into MyCloudWallet and sign stuff, you're going to need to enable a setting in Anchor in order for you to do that. So if you click on settings and then you go down to, first of all, I think you have to have advanced user options enabled. So make sure this says display advanced options here. And then once you do that, you can scroll down. Under advanced options, there's a setting that says allow dangerous transactions in URI signer. You need to have that set to allow. Updating your keys on your account is a dangerous transaction. If you don't have this enabled, Anchor will actually just completely block you from signing that. It won't even like give you the option. So be aware that if you plan on going from hard claim back to the soft claim, you are going to need this enabled in order to do that. That's if you're using Anchor. If you're not and you're using some other like a script or something like that, then I don't think you really even need to be watching this video in the first place. So yeah, that is pretty much it, I believe. If you have any questions, leave them below the video and I will be happy to respond. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.